Hey guys, Rudeoff here, and it has been a little while since I posted a video. However, the Destiny DLC has come out for the second expansion pack, and I finally got that 9.0 completed trial passage, and it is without a doubt the most rewarding thing you can get in Destiny so far. Now, I went for this like crazy on Friday night, the first night that it was out, and don't get me wrong, trying to get 9 flawless wins is absolutely ridiculously crazy. So getting that, obviously I wanted to make a video showing you guys the loot, so instead of going to the Lighthouse first, I decided to go straight to the Reef because I knew that I could get some packages and grab the guns. Now, this is with Mango and Drom, and generally we're not really the best Destiny players. However, for some reason we were able to go flawless, and I had a really good team the night before, but when the three of us got in a party together, it just seemed like it clicked. So if I could give one tip for doing good in Trials of Osiris, it's to find a party of people that you know or you know how to communicate with, because it's a whole lot easier if you know the people and you actually have chemistry with them. So I recommend that you don't just find some random MLG tryhards, whatever. I would recommend that you guys find someone you know that's not terrible and just have fun. Just play it, communicate. It's not that hard. Trials of Osiris is definitely worth going out for. So as soon as I got there, I had to get rid of the package, of course. I was a little nervous I wasn't going to be able to go to the Lighthouse, but you're perfectly fine. You can get rid of your package. So I went ahead and got rid of my Trials package so that I could get the stuff, and it's so cheap I just decided to kind of flood my inventory. So I got my first Etheric Light there, some more passage coins, Modes of Light, got the gun, and then I got that Astral Horizon, which is not as great of a shotgun as I thought it was going to be, but you know, I just kind of got the loot that I could, and I went ahead and grabbed 3 of the auto rifles. I figured, why not? I still haven't even used it yet, but I bought 3 of them because, hey, it's cheap as fudge. Why not? The guy that I had played it with before, though, he didn't even have enough money to buy the first auto rifle, and look at that, it's only like 500 glimmer. So if you can't get the loot from Trials, then you got a little bit of work to do. But in all honesty, guys, it's definitely worth playing. Trials of Osiris is what I've been committing the past 2 days to. It didn't actually take too long. This was our first try, Mango, Drom, and I. It was our first run. We were able to get the 9 flawless. We did not expect it. I didn't have any coins to even buy any of the boost that brother, whatever his name is, was selling. I didn't have any coins. I couldn't buy any of the stuff he was selling, so I couldn't like get the boon, I couldn't get the free win, I couldn't get the mercy, but we went flawless. None of us even got any of it. We just played 9 games and we won every single one of them. So I did my little teabag, and because I knew that we were going to the Lighthouse and Destiny had previously stated that there were some problems with some of the loot not popping up, I told everybody, go to your vaults, you know, make sure you have room for at least one thing of each. So I kind of cleared up a little bit of room in my inventory so that I could get it. And I used Thorn throughout the whole Trials, which is kind of weird because I don't ever use Thorn, but every time that the heavy ammo popped up, I'd take off Thorn and put on Galahorn just to be an asshole and just shoot my rockets. But, you know, I just played it strategic-wise, because using hand cannons or just using Thorn is pretty easy to use against people in Trials of Osiris. So it is level advantage again, so it's not too bad. But it was definitely worth playing, I can tell you guys that. Trials of Osiris is probably one of my favorite portions of Destiny that they came out with. However, it is a little bit stressful, but it is kind of odd at the same time, because as we were going through the night and playing Trials, I kept getting more and more armor, and the night before I'd get armor when we lost games, which was kind of odd. So I went ahead, we cleared up our inventory a little bit so we could go to orbit, so we could get straight over to the Lighthouse, because that is where we really wanted to be. Really wanted that emblem so badly. I had no idea what else you could even get there, but I was going into the Lighthouse head on, man. I wanted that loot. I wanted to get there as fast as I could, so I kind of hovered over it a little bit. I took screenshots throughout the video. We were all so hyped. It was just an insane night. I was 34, they were 33s, and oh, it was a great night. And in a little bit, I'll go ahead and kick on the music, because there actually is some pretty nice music going on when you get to the Lighthouse. So I'll have the volume raised up a little bit so you guys can actually hear some of the songs that play when you're in there, or some of the sound effects. And there's a quick cinematic that shows when you land there too, which is beautiful. I'm pretty sure it's on Mercury. I'm not 100% sure where the heck we are, but we're somewhere, and it's pretty cool looking. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's on Mercury. Get your cool looking cinematic arriving on Mercury. And then, of course, wait for it, the sun is too bright. Go figure. That's what we've been having problems with all week. Sun's been too bright. However, it's still Trials of Osiris, and it's definitely the easiest way to hit level 34, in my opinion. It's a little bit easier than, well, if you could win 9 games, but it's a pretty good way to get Etheric Light, in my opinion. So, we got here, immediately looked around, just kind of, we weren't really in a rush except Ram. He just bolted out there. He was gonna floor it. However, but we looked around a little bit, you know, see what's going on. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really know what this place looked like. But I did know for a fact that I wanted to take some screenshots. So I tried to gather the 3 of us so I could take some cool looking pictures, and go figure that these 2 scrubs take like an hour and a half just to sit down in the right spots. But being here was probably the most rewarding thing in Destiny so far. Beating raids and beating trials, they're completely different aspects. It's just getting to this point, winning 9 games in a row is just, it is a real reward. It is not something that the average player can do. So getting here is, it's different than the rest of the game. It is a complete separate reward system. So I took my beautiful screenshots with that awesome sun, and then looked at the door in front of us and decided it's time to go. After I probably took another screenshot. I spammed them in there. I couldn't help myself. But I wasn't in too much of a rush. I kind of wanted to show you guys the whole area so that, you know, you kind of could get the feel of the room too, because not everybody's going to be able to make it here. So I wanted to look around a little bit so I could kind of experience the whole place and listen to some of the creepy music. You can kind of hear the Egyptian come into the music, so it kind of makes the armor make sense. You know, the music's Egyptian there on Mercury. I don't know. I still haven't gotten a helmet yet, though. I kind of want to look like a pharaoh, but I guess I don't get one yet. But kind of looked around at every place. It's so deserted, it's kind of odd. It feels like it should be just as full as the tower, with people wandering around. I thought maybe there'd be some cool-looking lost Egyptians wandering around, but no, it's just this abandoned social space out here on Mercury. But I do know there are some Grimoire cards that kind of explain what's going on here. One of them said that the Vex turned Mercury into a weapon, although I'm not really seeing that so far. So there is a lot of Grimoire going into depth of what's going on there, and I don't know what that was. It looked like a pipe going into Glimmer. I'm still not sure how all of this works. I do know I can return there today, and I can actually go around and look some more. Maybe make another video and see how this place really functions and what's going on here. Maybe do some research. But there are a lot of cool places you can actually go here, and then there's this giant ship that I don't know, it looks like one of the original ships from the game. It's definitely not one of the really special legendary ships, but it's a cool looking ship. And there's all these trials crates everywhere. It's just a marvelous place. It's amazing. There's candles. It's just, oh, it's beautiful. And then we finally made it up to the steps where we could see the loot. The loot was in front of us. We wanted the loot. The loot was right there. So Mango came up with the idea, why not do a slow motion walk to this beautiful loot crate? Why not just walk in magnificent slow motion to the loot? Because we didn't know what to expect. I thought that there'd be more places we could possibly fall down. Mango actually died later on in the video, however. We just decided to kind of slow walk up there, and then I got sick of it and bolted because I wanted the loot. And it's just this marvelous golden loot crate just chilling there, so much better than the Prison of Elders. Just this loud loot crate opening up with loot, beautiful loot. And it doesn't actually show you the rewards that they get, but it'll show you the rewards that I got. I got that hand cannon, you got that exotic emblem, which I had no idea it was exotic. You get 9 passage coins, another Etheric Light, and some strange coins. This is definitely the best way to get Etheric Light, in my opinion. It's easier than playing Prison of Elders. You can also get a little bit more, so this is a better way to actually get Etheric Light, is playing Trials of Osiris, but only if you can make it this far. So I think I probably took another screenshot chilling in the crate, and I open up my inventory again to actually look at some of the loot that I got, because I got a hand cannon also, which is what I really wanted to look at. I got this Jewel of Osiris, the Void version. I think Mango got the Solar version, so I had this cool looking hand cannon. The perks aren't that amazing, but I like speed reloading, so I got the Flared Magma, which helps me out a little bit. That was all I really needed. And of course, all the Trials of Osiris guns have third eye on, because everybody watches their radar. That's the way you win. You stare at your radar. So all the guns have the third radar on. Then you got the Summoner, which I still haven't shot yet. And then I think I got a shotgun when I was going through. I don't think I've noticed it yet. And this is when I realized that the emblem's exotic. I thought it was just a legendary emblem. I didn't know there were exotic emblems even in the game yet. But there it is. And I think I find my shotgun in a little bit. I also got that class item while playing. I don't honestly know where it came from. I think I got it from losing a game, but I got that cool looking class item. So I had a little wristwatch that I got from Trials of Osiris, which kind of made me look like I've been playing it a little bit more. I almost had a full set of armor, however, I didn't get that far. And I know I pull up my shotgun in a little bit. It's a Void shotgun that has almost the exact same stats as Fellwinter's Lie, but it's way harder to use than I thought it would be. It's not the best shotgun to possibly use, because the rate of fire is so slow. It's ridiculously hard. But they also got a bunch of armor. I think they got more armor than I did, and believe me, when you have this Trials armor on, you just look like Bumblebee. It's sick. And everybody got enough Etheric Light to be able to make it to 34, so Trials is definitely a good way to go if you want to make it to 34, but it's a great way to level up if you're into Crucible. If you're not, then good luck, because it's difficult. I kind of looked at Mango's guns. He got the Solar hand cannon, and I got the Void one, and I think in a second I pulled up that shotgun. I don't know when I actually pulled it up. I have no idea what I was thinking right here. Actually, I'm not even sure if I know I have one yet. But I do have some armor. I never got a helmet, which is kind of sad. But that's my 34 character. It's the only one I have so far. I have another 33 and a 32, but that's the ugliest helmet in the world. But that is the end of the video. That is how we got through the Trials of Osiris. Got that 9-0 flawless victory into this marvelous place. It's so rewarding. It was just such a great feeling to be able to make it this far. I couldn't have done it without those two, but that was my 9-0 flawless victory. That's the loot I got, and that's just how far we made it in the one night. It only took one go, and if you just focus, you got teamwork, it's not too hard. So here's my beautiful cinematics. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of the loot. I didn't show up the shotgun too much, but I hope you guys still enjoyed. So, as always, thanks for coming by. Click the like button, subscribe, and do whatever it is you do on Destiny.